It's great, and today I have a Juice WRLD type beat that I made after struggling with beat block for a few hours. So, kind of talk first about how I kind of got through it. So, the number one step is to take a step back and take a break. Just go do something else for a little bit. You get kind of not necessarily burnt out, but like burnt out on a much smaller scale. And so, just like anything else, you just kind of gotta take a break and come back to it. And once I felt like I was ready to come back, I went back through and just kind of played around with some sounds that I know. And so, first thing I did was hop into Electrax. If you watch the channel a lot, you'll know that I'm a huge Electrax fan. I really believe that if you take one plugin, especially one that like Electrax, which has a lot of features as sample based, but also wavetable synth, you can really do anything with it. And when you really learn what you're doing, you can do anything with it. And so I went back through just to not just a plugin I knew, but also with some presets and some sounds that I knew, which of course the Fantasy Sounds XP, gotta have it. It's great. Where is based gotta, I don't know, but this is a good pack. And I actually went through to this plot called Space, and I just started playing around with that because it is an amazing sound. I've used it a lot, so I ended up not using it in this beat, but it's one that I use a lot. But I try not to overuse. And so instead I went with this one. It's called Remember. It's kind of sad sounding and like that. And so I just took the melody that I made with the first preset, and I put it, I just switched presets to this. So it's kind of a complex melody here, or just really high. So I'll go ahead and play this for you. It's at 140 BPM to kind of show you where I started with. And then next, I didn't want that to be the only sound, but I also really liked the melody where it was at. So once again, to avoid getting really frustrated, I just went with a sound I already know. This is pretty much the best factory sound in Electrax, and it's inside the leads here, and it's called Inside MF. But it's just kind of a really basic, as you can see here, it's literally, ignore these because they're not on. It's literally just a sine wave, and this is kind of what it sounds like. So it's just a really clean sound, and it works with pretty much anything. And so I just kind of copied that melody over, which, by the way, you can do by just clicking on, you should click on the channel rack and then you just do Control-C and Control-V in another channel, and you can paste over a melody. And so that's what I did here with this new sound. And then combined, this is what those sound like. And so you get kind of the more transient, deeper sound with the inside lead, and then you also have the longer release. Sorry, with the first sound. Sorry, the Remember preset. And then what I usually do is, I think in this case I did the hats first, so I like to establish some sort of rhythm in the beat to get something going and something constant. So I'll either go with a snare or a hi-hat. So in this case I just went with a fourth note hi-hat. Didn't do anything crazy, anything different with this. So here's the hi-hat pattern. And then next, once again, you just keep building onto a rhythm. I just added a simple snare pattern. Um, and it's just how it goes with the drums. You just keep building it out. I think first I usually do the 808s first. I might have done the kick first here though, so go ahead and play this. If you'll notice here, I left a lot of, well, basically there's a kick snare, and there's no kicks until this next snare, and there's a kick right after it. You try to do things like that to kind of switch it up, especially when you're dealing with a mental block. If you just hear something different, it can kind of flip a switch in your brain to make you start thinking more creatively. That might sound kind of stupid, but anyway, went on to the 808s. I decided just to keep the drums really simple, and so with the 808, I just kept this kind of straight D note all the way through, except for this one right here that I just went to an E just to create some sort of movement within it, so that it's not just like boom, 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 boom all the way through. Also, always make sure that you do this with your 808s, which is just these settings. Essentially, you're trying to attack all the way down, the release all the way down. That's really what matters there. If you don't do that, well, a lot of people tell you, fuck it, I'm not going to get into it. Here's the 808 pattern. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a very simple beat, but you know it works. Definitely don't try to overcomplicate things, especially when you're dealing with the beat block. You know, if you can make a simple beat just to get things going, then the rest can be so much easier. So yeah, thanks for watching. Here's the final beat.